Friends, the topic is coordination chemistry. The theory of coordination compounds was given by the Werner, Alfred Werner. He was a Swiss chemist. He gave the concept of primary valence and secondary valence. For example, in this three specific compounds, CrCl3, cobalt dichloride or the palladium compound, how to calculate the primary valency. Here we noted that there are the three chloride ions here, there are the two here, there are the two chloride ions. So it is a 3 2 2 are the primary valence of the respective compounds, and the secondary valences are directly bonded to the metal ion. For example, the ligands taking part in this specific compound in the cobalt complex, okay, it is nitrogen, okay, nitrogen atom over ammonia with the 6 ammonia molecules. So the coordination will be, this will be octahedral structure. So this 6 ammonia molecule will be linked to the cobalt metal ion. So it here in this case, and the second valence is ammonia, number of ammonia molecule, that is 6. Okay, so Werner gave the theory of coordination compounds, and the primary valency and the secondary linkage into coordination compounds. So what are the primary valence? These are ionizable and satisfied by negative ions only. Okay, this could be ionizable and satisfied by the negative ions, and the second valency are non ionizable. ठीक है, ओके, जिसका आयंस नहीं हो सकता. सो द नॉन आयनाइजेबल secondary valence are satisfied by neutral ions, neutral molecules also. Okay, these are ionizable by negative ions only, whereas the secondary valence could be satisfied by neutral or the negative ions both. So according to different coordination number, there could be a different spectral arrangement of a compound. Okay, for example, how to calculate a secondary valency in this specific compound. Okay, so these are the different examples. The palladium complex, nickel complex, platinum complex, and cobalt complex, and the platinum complex again. So when these all are reacted individually, okay, respectively with the silver nitrate, so these are they produce this number of the moles of the silver chloride ions. Okay, so wherever few moles are produced by a compound of silver ions, silver chloride moles are produced by the compound, there we have to calculate a secondary valence by seeing the number of molecules coordinated directly with the metal ion. Here it is 4 ammonia, so it's a 4. Okay, similarly here also some moles are produced silver chloride, so we can see that there are 6 water molecules, so it is a 6. But in case where there are no silver chloride moles produced, okay, there we have to also include the one which is directly linked with a metal ion, and also these are the 2 dot HCl molecules. Okay, so this also have to be included. Both the things we have to include in calculating the secondary valency. But in the compounds which the few silver chloride molecules are produced, we have to calculate only the direct linked ligand molecules, number of ligand molecules, but in which there are no silver chloride ions are produced, moles are produced, in that case we have to calculate both the one which is directly linked with the metal ion, and another which are externally satisfied charged ions are there in the metal complex. Okay, so now what is the difference between double salt and complex? From the name it is clear that double salt means there would be double salt. Okay, it's good. Okay, the KCl.MgCl2.6H2, here there are the potassium salt and the magnesium salt. Okay, it's a double salt. From this example, FeSO4.NH4 twice SO4.6H2, here also the iron and the ammonium salts are there. Okay, it is a double salt. The complex structure is a compact structure. Okay, it is a one metal ion. Here is the iron is linked with the 6 cyanide ligands. Okay, so it is a complex. Okay, so how to differentiate? We have to add water in both the cases. Okay, this will dissociate, this will not. The double salt will dissociate, complex will not. Okay, now the terms included in the coordination chemistry is coordination entity. First, the fixed number of ions or molecules which are linked to the metal ion is called a coordination entity. Now the center metal ion, for example, it is clear by name only. In this complex, the nickel is the center metal ion. Okay. Now the ligands, there are different types of ligands. Unidentate ligand. The unidentate ligand means there is the only one donor metal ion or atom is present, is called a unidentate. The chloride, here it is oxygen, it is a nitrogen in case of the ammonia. The didentate, we see that there are two types of atom, heteroatom in the same one molecule. In this case there are the two nitrogen atoms, so it is didentate. Di means two. Okay. Similarly, if the didentate or the polydentate, okay, ligands are attached to metal ion, then it is called a chelate. Okay. And the number of such ligands, I repeat, the number of such ligands is termed as denticity of that specific compound. Okay. So you can calculate a denticity. Okay. Now what are ambident ligands? For example, in a nitrate ion, and this is the thiocyanate ion. Okay. Here we have the nitrogen and oxygen, more than one donor atoms. Okay. And sulfur and cyanide. Such ligands are called ambident ligands. Now coordination number, it is very simple. In this complex there are the 6 chloride ions attached to the center metal ion. In this complex there are 4 ammonia molecule attached to the center metal ion. So here the coordination number is 6 and here it is a 4. Okay. Now coordination sphere. For example, this is the for example, in this compound, this is the coordination sphere. The one inside the sphere, okay, we can easily see this is the iron complex. Okay. And counter ions are potassium ions. Okay. So the ones what the compound or the moiety inside the sphere is called the coordination sphere of that specific compound. And similarly, what is coordination polyhedron? We know that the different structure of the complex is octahedral, tetrahedral, square planar, trigonal, bipyramidal, or the square pyramidal. Okay. And this is depending on the geometry of a compound, that there are the number of ligands attached to the center metal ion. So we can predict the coordination polyhedron of that specific compound, giving it the specific name. These are the given the specific names. And here we have the 6 donor atoms attached to the center metal ion. Similarly 4 and 4. So these are the all the examples we can see in the coordination polyhedron. Now what is a coordination number oxidation number? Oxidation number, how we have to calculate? Suppose we don't know the copper's oxidation number. Okay, so we put it as X plus number of cyanide ions 4. The charge of the individual cyanide ion is minus. Okay, and outside the sphere there is charge -3. Okay, so we have to write X plus 4 number of cyanide ions and charge is equal to -3. So when -4 will go right hand side, then it will be +4. So minus plus minus, so it is a +1 is the oxidation number of that copper metal ion. Okay, or the copper. Then what is a homoleptic and heteroleptic complexes? For example, these two are the examples of the metal ion complexes. So here we have only one type of ammonia molecule, the one type of ligand. It is called a homoleptic. And where there are two type of ligands, the ammonia and chloride, these are the two type of ligands at a different type of ligands are attached to the metal ion. That is called a heteroleptic complexes. In next video there will be more topics covered related to this theory.